Alright, hello, hello. I'm back with another one of these, and yeah, as always, just get right into it. Okay, I do want to do something specific for this run. I'm gonna try to actually focus on the run, and, not make little tiny mistakes every now and then. I do want to actually, show a decent run that isn't plagued with these little minor mistakes, so I'm going to be thinking about my action a bit more. With that said, that means I am going to be pausing a bit more. Yeah, I'm going to board this immediately into Throne, and then Psychic Shriek, and then kill that guy like that. And, okay, we are also playing Heavy Sea, which is a very strong ship. You know what? I can probably talk about that a bit and not really focus too hard, because this ship is quite strong. I'll probably want to do the same thing with doing this video with next one, because the next ship shouldn't be as strong. It's Explorer A. Now, what does this ship have going for it? And it has quite a bit, honestly. It has more than it really should have going for it. Okay, so first thing that's very obvious, you start with Seraphic and a Lance, and the armament that works well with Seraphic, kind of. It's a 3-shot, and you get Seraphic with the Kinetic, which is also a pretty good Lance. So you just start out with amazing firepower potential. Like, this is a very good, very strong ship. And outside of that, you just start with even more on this ship. I'm just gonna do that and kill them immediately. And, like, you start with even more on this ship. So you get Bombard for whatever reason. I don't know why this thing has Siege Bombard, but it does. Which gives you a way of doing some decent hull damage. It's not, like, great, but it's not bad at all. Yeah, let's just start out this and disable there. Disable this. Okay, yeah. And it can do some decent hull damage. It can also help you with shields a little bit by just breaking one level of shields every now and then, and at level 3 you can consistently, well, not consistently, but you can break shields with it purely, which is, a nice niche. But then, on top of that, you start with Psychic Shriek for boarding, which is fantastic. It's really good to have that boarding support on this, on really any crew, and on this crew, it works pretty well, because if you don't start with boarding, what you'll do is you'll do like Calm and Corsair boarding later on, and Corsair wants boarding support, and the fact that you just start with it is just fantastic. And you can also use the Psychic Shriek when you're not boarding on piloting to reduce evasion. So there's just a lot going on with it, and a lot of it is really strong. I'm gonna go Ritualist here. I might not get the Rejuvenate though. Yeah, no, I'm gonna get the Rejuvenate. Healing is too valuable. I do have Transfusion, but I don't have Thralls, so it's kind of like, it could be, like, it'll be good healing. It'll help me, like, in between jumps to just heal, like, pretty much 20 at least every jump. And Transfusion helps a lot with lower HP crew members to heal. Like Corsair, I don't know why you're on sensors. But yeah. Husk. Let's go. You go to shields. Alright. And then we're gonna go probably to the top shop here for equipment. Yeah. Because the bottom shop doesn't have systems, and it does have equipment, but no systems means it's not really a great shop. One of these has 4 shield. Yeah, okay, one of them does. Exactly one. Could have been 2. I am gonna Psychic Shriek this, try to get something done with it. I probably won't get much done though. Let's move the Corsair out and then recall you. Ion into shields, there's not much I can really do there. Yep, let's bring both of these. Actually, hold on, I can just transfuse. Alright, fire. All of those missed. Fire. One of those hit. Yeah, no, that was kind of rough. If I wanted to go for hull damage, I would have gone here, but I wanted some more damage into weapons, because I don't want the Disruptor making me vulnerable to the asteroids. And most of the time, most of it hits, but in that case it just didn't. They activated their force shield right as I was shooting, which is a little unfortunate. I could have predicted it if I was like timing it, but I find it a little too tedious to time the specific, well, just to time the force shields, because also with pausing, it's relatively hard to. Alright, we get a lot of good weapons here, dark matter prisms and fusion charges. Yeah, okay, there's a lot going on here. So, I want to get all three of these. I already have Raider. I don't have War Cult yet, which I could get, but that would take all my scrap for something that's really not that great. Plasma looks like the pretty clear choice here. Ceremonial is much better later on. Plasma Protector would be good now, and also Plasma is always good. Yeah, if I'm playing this run well, then I should just go for that. Yeah. Alright, and then we sell the thing that I just put on you for these. And I won't put the DMP on anyone. I made some mistakes last video with the DMP husk, and I really don't want to. Well, I shouldn't make it again, as long as I'm attentive, which I'm going to make an effort to do. Okay. Bit of an awkward generation. Either I get guaranteed bay or no guaranteed bay. This ship doesn't really need bay. Missile bay. I don't have a lot of scrap either, so I think I'm gonna go top route and go for machine shrine. I'm gonna skip out on the shops because I won't get a lot of scrap. Well, unless if I get this. That is not what I was predicting. And I could still go to the shop, but I'm kind of missing out on the good one, which was the Psyker one. So it's really not that valuable. Alright, let's double cast healing, dodge the ion. Alright, shoot, lance, shoot. I missed. That shouldn't kill. I'll transfusion. I was hoping to claim with the lance on that, as evidenced by my lance shot, but alas, I didn't get it. I'll dodge that ion. I didn't need to dodge the first one because beam isn't. Well, beam's actually just disabled. I'm not gonna fire the Fusilier yet because there's no guarantee I'll hit this. Okay, now that I did, I'll just fire the other one. Yeah, okay, nothing. No dice. I can let that hit. Alright. Oh, there we go. I don't need to repair this urgently. Oh my gosh, can I hit? But it would be nice to have it, because essentially what I can do is protect my weapon system with power from kinetic lance so that ion doesn't take it out. I'm just gonna fire here. All I need to do is damage. Maybe I shouldn't have let that hit. Okay, can you hit? Please? I beg? Oh my gosh. I don't need you there. I'm exchanging Ritualist HP because her HP doesn't really matter as much. I believe it's her? I don't know, it could be him. Whoever. Whomstever they are. Yep, okay, we got our little buffer. Please hit. Thank you. Took way too much time there, but I kind of gambled on evasion the whole time and I didn't want to use my munitions. Might have been worth it, but I don't know. Did use all my healing there, so I got a lot of value from that. Alright, definitely rejuvenating off the rip. Where are you? You're not going anywhere. We're going here to claim. And there's someone manning us, so I can always Psychic Shriek it. And then I can claim chests with exile. Or we're gonna do is try to disrupt this and then bombard hits them, but I don't really care about that too much. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go for Lance as soon as I can. Yeah. I am wasting that a little bit. High Magister is an insane find. Let's T-Slade there. Alright, claim that. And then we just move out. Go back on evasion, because it could be useful. You path over. Vent this, because ghouls will not want to be in a vented room. So it's fine. Got the claim. Alright. And then we can bring the Corsair over here. Why are you not venting? Oh my gosh. Vent now? Thank you. I love that bug. Fantastic. Alright, well, let's rejuvenate here. Alright, now that we got that. Okay, so we got a High Magister for free. Which is kind of insane. I keep getting insane rolls on these runs. Like, it's not like I'm resetting for these runs. I'm just playing these out. And they're just... I get stuff. It just continuously is good. It's been a while since I've gotten a run that was just unequivocally just terrible. Which I guess says something about the game. That those unequivocally just terrible runs just don't happen that often. Like, they're very rare. Resources must be optimized. No, it merely functioned as intended. And then I can't put this Fortress Shield on anyone. I am not equipping my Plasma Thrower. I bought it and didn't equip it. I am a baboon. Oh my gosh. Well, I should maybe put it on Corsair, although I'm a little worried about it. It should be fine. I won't be using my boarding support, which is fine. I have healing. That is a Fuck Priest. I'm not messing with that. You can just put that out normally. Good Fusillade rolls. I didn't mean to stage and save there. Those two Fusillade projectiles were like on top of each other. Alright, Infernal Energy. I think Infernal Nodes have like a decent chance at crit. It's not guaranteed, but they seem to have a decent chance at it. I don't know if it's just like demonics in general have a decent chance, or if it is these Infernal Nodes specifically, but I know it happens occasionally on Infernal Nodes, so I will go to them. Should have just double shot here. I had no reason to do what I did there. Turn down that volume a little bit. Sorry if it was a little loud. Alright. Team Slave. You can go on shields, though it makes me a little nervous. How about we do something like this? Because at least if it's not on the husk isn't on shields, then I can be a little more rest assured that if this husk dies, it's not, you know, doing damage to a system I care about. Yeah, don't see no reason to not do that. This is a weapon or tool? Tool. I'll put this on you, because it gives me DPS, I actually value it. And, well, hold on, now that you're at base 4 and you're base 4, then there's no reason to give it to Corsair. Well, not base 4, we are just at 4. Agree to transport, and then Seduce gives me repair, right? Yeah. I have 2 Flex Priests. Huh? Did I get 2 from that and I just didn't notice? Or did I get a Flex Priest from something else? Why do I have 2? Oh, I'm gonna have to just look that back in the recording to see why I have that. I don't really want to, but I guess you're both going on engines. I really don't like putting Flex Priests in shields and weapons because it can cause issues with power, and I really don't want to deal with that. Alright, Exile, go. Stunned. Oh no, took damage. Alright, recall. Go here. Pow, pow, pow. And that should, yeah, be pretty close. Nothing into weapons though. Which is fine. I'll take a little bit of damage, maybe. Though I did evade that one time, which was good. Hello, engineer. I have a Flex Priest already. So, I don't need an engineer. I could do, like, no shops this run. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the bottom one because of the transport. The transport has a pretty good chance of being, like, good. Hold on. What I could do is something like this. Recast it, go in the room, and you get your stun like that. I may as well use it like that. It's not the ideal way of using it because, you know, you don't know what crew you're gonna stun unless if you have sensors, in which case you still don't know what crew you're gonna stun because they can path in and out of the room unpredictably. Alright, I have 2 power that I can do whatever I want with. I'm getting this. Shield charger, definitely. So I didn't really talk about the disadvantage of this ship, and it's that you just don't start with boarding. That's the only disadvantage. Like, everything else about the ship is pretty good. Like, you got a bunch of 2x2s. The 2x2s are actually pretty high quality as well. Like, they're all vented. And because all of them are back here, you're gonna have a decent crew density on the back of your ship, eventually at least. Let's put this guy back. Yeah, here. I think I slightly misplaced my shield charger. Because if I put it closer to the back of the ship, I always have the guys on engines to repair it. Except, free husk. Actually, I like the position it dumped it into. Yuki. Well, Forge Enclave, obviously. It's got the quest node and it's the longer sector, and also get Voltaic as my mini-boss, which is pretty good. And I should be able to crew kill Voltaic. I have more than enough boarding support to do it. Need to be a little careful of the Flex Priest. So I'm gonna keep an eye on you. I don't have any kill damage effects. Alright, recall. Stun you. I'm gonna kill this with the exile, it's fine, I have healing. Rejuvenate. Alright, and then you two go... Actually, no, yeah, you two go. Pow, pow. Maybe I'll break shield charger. I know Fusillade can do it. Not always, but you can. But if I don't penetrate, then I can just crew kill. It's fine. Like, I have more than enough healing to do whatever I want with boarding. Okay. At least right now. Maybe not in the future. Mini-boss is in an okay position. It's not great, but it is in line with A store at least. Yeah, just go top, go for systems. Attack the blood cult ship. This is a really weak crew. I don't even need to graviton. The crew is way too weak. Imperial Aegis. I don't need that. I'll probably sell the Imperial Aegis. Please not another Flex Priest, I just want a crew kill. Oh wait, that was a bit dumb. Made a minor mistake already. I should stop doing that. I'm not used to my terror being on my boarding party. It makes no difference here, but I need to not do that again. Alright. Yeah, I could have played this fight better. Exile, kill these two, and I'll wait for Etheric Gate to come off cooldown. And then I'll reboard into weapons, unless if this works. Okay, it kind of did. Not the room I wanted, but it doesn't matter. Us can go repair that. Teleport here. Get a bunch of kills. There's like one guy in piloting or something. Now he'll pass through and die. Yep. There's two guys. Get the repair drones. Yeah, I really need to get to the system shop. Do I want Missile Bay? Not really. I kind of want Hull Reaper and Siege Beam, and I'll be happy. Just absolutely maximize my hull DPS. I have pretty much all the siege systems. I did it again, but that literally doesn't matter. I would have been playing without Psychic Shriek anyway. If I just boarded and didn't use my 40-second cooldown on it. So it makes no difference. You want to go out of this room, and then I want you to path up. There we go. A little shame that we took some of the poison damage there. I could do the trick that I was doing earlier with the Psychic Shriek before I board, but I really don't need to. There's Tower Skulls. In the spirit of doing what I wanted to do, which is play as well as I could, I'll get it, but it's kind of cheesy. I don't really want anything else here. I'm essentially going for lances or any bigger armament than Fusillade 1. Otherwise, just pure boarding. Yep, alright. Infernal Energy. Let's go here. Psychic Shriek. Stun. And Rejuvenate. And then Transfuse. Yep, getting full value. Dodge. Took a little bit of damage there, and then I recall. When Shield Charger ends, I will fire this at shields, and then I will Hull Reaper from the Viral Bombard down. Yeah, it just has to let that hit. There's not much I can do. I could have let the Ion through, guarantee Shield Charger, but it's fine. Alright. Transfuse. Yeah, it still just goes right through my shields. And that was a center shot too, so it was about as well as I could instead of... Well, the best case would be like, goes from here to this corner. But, yeah. There's not much hull I preserved by shield charging there. I'll get the hull. I think the difference there was I might have been on 30 hull instead of 29 here. I'm gonna path this guy out, and then Psychic Shriek in. There we go. Transport vessel. Okay, it's a one with crate. I am gonna do the pre this time. Alright, and then we're just focusing down too. You have 15 DPS because you're Tower Skulls. Putrefactor is interesting. It's a good armament. Glaive might be better, just to kit out, but I think I'll go Putrefactor here. Because then I can have like an alternate mode where I don't use my Lance. Because Lance is only 2 shots, right? So, something like the mini-boss, Putrefactor would be useful. Same with the boss. Seraphic really falls off in those cases. Right, go to high temperature node. Yep. As expected. Alright. I'll go for the mini-boss. It won't be that hard, but it's certainly beats just missing out on it. That'd just be boring. And I do think there's a good case for it. I could get some really good crew here. Instead of having to buy it from the crew shop. Because I could get really good crew here, but it's a roll of 3. And here I'm guaranteed a pretty good crew member of Hex Priest, Cyber Priest, or Assault Cyborg. So I think it's worth it. And this is also why I don't like Flex Priests. You can't micro the power. You have to move them around. I don't really like doing that. Okay, you two move out. I will want Psychic Shriek here. Move in. And essentially, whatever crew member I get here, I can replace the Aberrant with. Like, even if it's Cyber Priest, it's better. Alright, let's Graviton now. We're in a good position to do it. Putre. And Fusillade down there. Let's vent you. Let the Ion through. Alright, that should all be only 2 shots coming at me with this thing, so level 2 shields should be fine. Yep. Why is it shooting from that one? This one's the one that's enabled. Well, you two go there, you two go there. Yeah, it's fine. I'll have enough healing after. Okay. Yep, there's Hex Priest. Other 2 are good, but not what I am looking for. I wanted the crew member here always. And let's board here. Let's board on that room. And keep Corsair in the boarding crew because, you know, Aberrant, I want to be able to cast your boarding support while everyone's in the room. Okay. Flux Priest is a little scary, so I'm just gonna open up pretty aggressively here. I think I can kill this, like, almost immediately. Yep. Airkind Dominion. I don't see that often, but Maul's a little bit better. Because I have a chance of Fortress. Whereas Airkind Dominion, because it's a special sector, is guaranteed not to have it. In this case, I did get it. I do get less shops, potentially, which I did end up getting less shops due to it being an exclusion zone, but that's fine. Alright, you two go away. You two can just kill us. And Psychic Shriek. Hull Reaper for some damage. Stun them, I can claim that. That's good. You two go here. And then I'll heal everyone in this room. Okay, you two go there. And I should just be able to fire at them and win. I could have used Seraphic as well, but no, now there is kind of a need. Okay, yeah, there we go. Pretty quick, pretty quick. Shrine of Rage, yeah, sure. It's good scrap. Oh, hey, it's 2x2s. That's nice. I'm gonna spread out damage if I can. Alright. Okay, I didn't even get it. Okay, I did get it. Nice. Alright, transfuse. I don't need to use our healing ability. Wow, I just missed all 3 OT slide shots. Neat. I am gonna keep the kinetic lance here powered because I want it to go into the 3rd fight. Alright, nice. 1 missed. My weapons are fully disabled. That's not good. Very unfortunate timing, but with this being a 2x2, I should be fine. I should just crew kill here. Ooh. They got into my shields. Well, hold on. Let's recall like so, rejuvenate, and then let them in here, and then I can kill them. You got a little banged up, Corsair, but that's fine. And then, almost immediately off of cooldown, I can just go back and board their ship. Yep. Brief period. Alright. No healing on... I'm just gonna let them suffocate a little bit. They should be fine. Yeah. No healing on... Okay, I just got the same thing again. Cannot rest for 2 jumps, cannot rest for 3 jumps. I wonder, I think he can't rest. Vault Knives is decent. Only 1 Raider boarding though. Oh, I wish I had Missile Bay for Rift Bomb, but I don't. Sad. No, it's great. I think I'll just pass. I'm not gonna buy Rift Bomb at this point. I don't need to. Do I want to put this... Okay, I can put the Chaos Engine on you, right? I didn't really need to use it later, earlier on, so it's fine. Wait, why am I moving you off? Okay, I guess I'll just do something like this. I want 1 more power. Alright, there we go. Just so I can, like, micro my power around a bit. I'm not going to use the Bombard a lot, and if I do, I'll just move this guy all the way here. No, I'm just going to move one of them into Graviton. I think that guy was a Force Shield. Yeah, he was. You move. You move. You move. Recall. Durplate? On Corsair. Now they all have 50 except Corsair, except Exile has 80. So they all have really equalized HP stats, which is nice. Means I don't have to worry about them being unequal. Well, no, you have 4. Yeah, no, you do have 50. I was about to say, oh no, you have 40 because Chaos Armor is like the max, but no, it's 50. So I'm used to that amount of HP being like the most you'd usually get on a Corsair. I keep getting bombed over onto my ship again. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna wait. And okay, now I can cast it. You two move. You two can also move. I'll heal after. With Rejuvenate. I don't need to heal right now. It's about to be very scared because of the little acclaim thing. Might take my crew over when I didn't want it to. Because I was very close to killing their ship and was a little worried. Alright. Yeah, I'll just cast this. You can get enough from Transfuse. And then using Rejuvenate on the next jump. I could have waited 20 seconds there for Hex Priest, but it should be fine. I'm going to precast Transfuse here, because that's where I'm going. Oh, they are just all here. You can put out that normally. I'll just recall. I don't need to stay over on their ship. And then I can do something like this. I know there's a 5 room on that ship. I just would prefer that because it takes out Bombard. Unfortunate. I thought I was going to go past here-ish. But it went here. But that's okay. It's not like I really needed Hex Priest to cast. That's why I didn't really check for things interrupting it. Because if I don't need something to go through, then I typically won't check for it. But if I need something to get through, I'll generally put the caster in an empty room before they cast. Or make sure that nothing's going for them when they cast. Because if it is crucial, then missing it is going to be very bad. Okay, let's go. There's a Flux Priest on their ship, which isn't great. But now everyone can kind of resist it. You move out. Oh, no, run. Scary. Yeah, this Tower of Skulls is kind of doing most of the work. I'm just gonna jump. I don't care. Alright. I think I'll just board like so. Oh, let's bait this guy up. And bait this husk down. Oh no, heal. Thank you. Another event. Who would have seen that coming on a quest node? Alright. Let's go here. Just waiting for that to get off cooldown, essentially. It's Hex Priest here. And then we can rejuvenate. Yep, we got it. I'm gonna just Shield Charger to be safe. I don't want to micro my crew. And that's what Shield Charger is going to be used for this jump anyway. You move out. Let's move all of you out. You go left because right is a bit of a interesting spot. Alright. Let's Putra to interrupt that. And actually, no, let's do it the other way around. I want guaranteed damage there. Redeemer? Oh, it didn't interrupt them. It's fine. I'll Reaper here. And I'll resist by shields. Yeah. Alright, now I just need to get rid of this Redeemer. And Redeemers aren't scary at all. They may be one of the long casts, but they're 40 HP and they don't have a lot of DPS unless if they're fighting something above 100 HP, in which case they are terrifying. So they're like one of the... They're the only counter against you. Well, no. They're one of the few counters. Necrolictors also counter knights. Yeah, let's get 2 of their gates, why not? No, never mind. I'm just gonna put Worm. I don't really care about the sell value. Because I don't need scrap. Obviously, if I wanted to play ideally, I wouldn't do that. I mean, you never want to put 2 of your gates on the same crew anyway. But Wormy is actually pretty good. Wormy is pretty good. No, I want Exile down here. Go. Like so. Alright, recall. Now I'll rejuvenate and transfuse. I'll take both husks. I don't need much more than for the evasion, so I'll take both and I can repair it. Power Axe, that's a pretty good weapon. I will put that on Corsair. Why not? Siege Axe, hello. I'll take it. I could have probably taken Purify, but I don't need it. Alright, let's put on you. And this is good anti-warding. Yeah, no, I kind of threw away the idea that I'm playing this as well as I could a long time ago. I don't need to anymore. I'll just try not to make my micro mistakes, and that should be enough. Let's go here. Recall. Go back. Go here. I'll reap. Rejuvenate. Ghouls can repair that. Shield charger. Repair this. Yep, and then we're good. And ghouls can kind of repair the rest of that. You know what, I'll help them out. Alright, go to bottom route, because Infernal Node. No crate. Worm in here. That's good. Shield charger. Alright, and it's pretty good. Another Infernal Node. There is a crate this time. I'll take this guy over first. And you know what? Let's board 2. I don't want to delay too much. Alright, you go claim this real quick. I'll reap. And let's use Seraphic. It's a little late on it, but it shouldn't matter. You need to move out. I'll rejuvenate. Putre, and yeah, we're good. Investigate? Yeah, investigate. Should be better. I'll let the fleshling do what it wants. Actually, no. I'll go kill a husk. I am gonna let these guys stay in here for a bit. I perfectly microed that to miss the rejuvenates, so I have to recall. I was hoping that I could get back in time, and I wanted to stay out of the room so I wouldn't take damage, but it just rejuvenates a lot faster than transfusion. It'll be fine, but that is a slight mistake. Alright, we're good. Should get some decent rewards here. Yeah, that's an understatement. Alright, go here. Wormy. Recall. It's a bit of a shame. Hit my Hall Reaper. Doesn't matter because one Hall Reaper kills them, but this is rude. Duraplate. I'll put that on you. You're the third gate user, so you're important. Alright. Alright. I'm gonna, after I claim this chest, I'll recall. I'm hoping some of the dispersion would go into siege there, but it didn't. It just went all into heart, weirdly enough. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna put this in shields immediately so I get all three to hit. Rejuvenate. And Technovirus. That Putra shot was a bit misplaced, but it didn't matter. They would have gotten the damage down. And I didn't need to put it there. Alright, let's go Planetary Fortress. Take the crew. A lot of tricks. It's a nice find. Oop. Yeah, no. I'm just gonna have to wait for teleport. Gonna absolutely destroy shields there, so I can always claim these chests easily with armament if need be. Alright, that's good. And then we just wait a little bit longer and we should be good. Oh. Interrupted my own healing. That's funny. DMP. I'm going on there. Alright. That's pretty good. I'll wait for the rejuvenate this time. Alright, good enough. Not like it really mattered, because I can just rejuvenate here. Ah, Shrine World. Amazing. Another long sector when I really needed a long sector. Okay. Yeah, sure. Psychic Shriek that. Recall. few Gladiatrix there, and then move you up a little bit. You can put that out, it's fine. Alright. Let's go like so. And then I don't even need healing. But I have 46 munitions. What does it matter? Rejuvenate. And we can get out before the fire, which is cool. Which is cool. Quest node's in the middle. That sucks. Shaman or mercenary? Probably mercenary. For the juicy equipment, and maybe even a better crew member than Corsair. Except, got an enforcer. Okay. You don't always get that. I don't need a shop. Let's go for scrap. See how much scrap I can take into the boss fight without spending it. That'd be funny. Kinda got an insane roll for this. Or just bringing a buttload of scrap into the final boss, but yeah. Let's put that on you. Gladiatrix is very tanky with fortress shields. Graviton. Yep. Alright. Alright. Let's hit them as hard as I can. Transfuse. Yep, didn't really matter how I used Seraphic there. It was so likely for them to die. Alright, first quest node. Alright, let's go here and Graviton. I'm gonna just let the... well, I'm not gonna let it hit for free. I'll dodge what I can. I won't be able to dodge these guys. Yeah. I could kinetic lance like here and then like have them suffocate, but I don't need to do that. Let's rejuvenate. Wow, I just got absolutely obliterated by this. I didn't even notice it. Would have been very hard to time it as well. Oh, fantastic, another one. Shoot like here, 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 and then here. And then we can Hall Reaper like so. Oh. Okay. Let's go here. Graviton. I'll summon the Hound, why not? Interesting. Interrupt you. Recall. And Seraphic this guy. Did I need to board? No. But it worked out. Warlords? Nice. Okay. Now I can do this. And you can have that. Sure. Alright. I will get an nerd. shop, which is good. I do need to sell my stuff. My stuff. Could bring Gladiatrix over. You know, it'd be like not bad. Double stun there. Ooh, getting a lot of damage too. Nice. Shield charger. Recall. Rejuvenate, I guess. I can do double rejuvenate on Ritualist now. I'll do it if I... Oh, actually I should do it now because you can't equip spells while you are overflowed with stuff. So I'll equip it now. I probably won't need the extra healing from Transfuse. Temple Station. Cut through. Flame Lance. Hello. And then we get a fight too. Lots of rewards. Lots of rewards. I want to bump you out, but I can't, so I'll just recall. I just killed him. Okay, above 1,000 scrap. Let's use Flame Lance instead because it has more charges. I could also use Kinetic instead of Putre. Alright, go back to the standard room. Here, and maybe I should have waited before I jumped, but it's fine. Let him in here. I actually only let one in, that's great. And Gladiatrix takes like virtually no damage from this, so that's good. Alright, rejuvenates, even if I don't really need it. Yeah, I'll just let them put it out normally. Yep. And, yep, there they go. Rejuvenate. Let's go for more scrap. See how much we can really take into this final fight. More scrap. Lots and lots of stuff. Good scrap from the crate. I can just let the hound die, it's fine. Alright. I don't really care either of those getting Seraphic. Neat. None of these are great scrap rewards, sadly. I guess I'll get siege armor for you. And swap these out. Need to be a little careful. 1,200 scrap, exactly. Have fun. You go up there. Stun. That one breach did almost nothing. Let's fire back. And also hull reap from it. I should be technovirusing the demonic heart there, because it stalls all their repairs instead of just heart. Sorry, just shields. But does it really matter is always the question, and the answer is no. At least in this run. Do I even want to buy anything? I'll get Bay because I'm here, I may as well. But I don't want to do much with my scrap because I want to see how much I can get into the final fight. Not playing optimally if I wanted to just get as much scrap as I wanted into the final fight, but that wasn't really the purpose of this run anyway. I'm just doing it because I can. It's probably one of these is the only one that I really care about preventing if the fire goes in there. One disruptor. Maybe, hopefully there's a shop in next sector so I can sell stuff. Please. That would be great. There is. Another lance. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna get it. Let's just depower this. It didn't really matter, it's fine. A little unlucky though. Unlucky, I could have just seen it coming, literally. I am coping. Oh, they used Terror Missile around there. That's why they got stunned. Oh, it went into the uncharged Flame Lance at the last moment. That's what I get for not using it. As much as that is tempting, because it's better, I guess. Whatever, I'll do it. Oh, but I have to spend my scrap. My lovely, lovely scrap. Well, I didn't have to, but I want to have the 2 lances powered. It feels right. Could have very easily gotten a lot more scrap in this run to the boss fight. Well, I'm kind of assuming you're gonna get there at this point, and, you know, kind of makes sense. Hey, it didn't even hit my hull reaper. Nice. Nice. Okay. It's also it's flare. Okay, let's do that. What I did again. And then we wait. I'm not even gonna power missile bay. I imagine this is a fairly quick run. Oh, actually, no, maybe not. Not quite because of how long it was on the sectors. But I did go through the encounters pretty quickly. Oh, I forgot to sell my garbage as well. The number could have been so much better. You know what? Because I didn't get the best number, I'll treat myself to another lance. Alright. Let's go crazy. Come on. There we go. There's stuff trying to go there, so I can't put summons in the room because they'll just not land. Did I not rejuvenate in here? Oh, it got interrupted by Flushling. Phase change? There we go. This is unfortunate. That is as well. Oof. Both of you. Oh, all of the ones that were doing crew combat got mind controlled. Okay. Oh, that one got hit by shields. Okay. I don't really care if that gets blown. And I don't really care for this either. Anything to help with that? Not really. Okay. Unfortunate. Now we wait. Get this disabled again. There's two in here. You know, I kind of lost a fair bit of my offensive system prowess with these little penduled guys. Please, there we go. One of them got mind control, and one of Black's Priest's got mind control too. Okay. Well, let's fire that there. That's going here. Which is fine. Oh, it's going right next to it. You know what? No. Actually, yeah. I'll just let him die. So much damage. Put that back on. Oh no, I lost a Flux Priest. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, 2077 scrap. That seems about right. Alright, well, see ya.